The developers showed us a brand new teaser of the amazing digital circus. We saw the Pomni room in full, but you may ask, how does this relate to the second episode? With this post, I can guess the full plot of the second episode because I found so many similarities with other teasers and official information from the developers. And most likely, the main character of the second episode will be Pomni again, even though a pilot has already been filmed about her. And although Gooseworks told us that there will be a separate episode for each character, it's possible that there could be multiple episodes on some characters. By the way, somewhere in the video, I hid a photo of Kane, and anyone who finds it will get the secret information about the second episode of the amazing digital circus. As Gooseworks tweeted, the second episode will deal with depression. While there are many characters that this condition can apply to, it also applies to Pomni, and the developers confirm this to us. And if we remember the recent teaser with a distraught Pomni, or just elementary, look at the new teaser with her room, we will find a lot of similarities with depression. Just look, here she is upset. In the room, she also looks upset. And yes, at the end of the pilot, she also feels a complete lack of understanding of what is going on. If you think about it logically, the second episode will be a continuation of the first episode, which just so happens to indicate that the second episode will be about Pomni, because she was the main character in the pilot. But you might ask how that can be if Gooseworks said that there will be a separate episode for each character. As we know, there are only 6 characters in Digital Circus, and if more appear, it would be too many. Or someone will have to be abstracted for a new character to come in. So what if no one actually abstracts and there are no new characters? Then that leaves 2 more extra episodes, since there will be 8 episodes in total. Consequently, these remaining 2 episodes can be broken down by the developers into multiple characters, and multiple episodes will be filmed per character. And besides, if someone is abstracted, then Glitch will lose some of its viewers. Because those who, for example, liked Regatha, and it is abstracted, then these people will no longer watch this series. This is not favorable to the developers, so they will keep their audience till the end. It also then begs the question as to why developers make announcements and spoilers for new characters. If, for example, consider the recent teaser with 4 new characters, who could it be? I think developers can announce new characters that are created by the Digital Circus. For example, it could be new NPCs related to the new quests from Kane. Gooseworks told us that the character that will return in the new episode will be the Glowing Queen, so these 4 characters could be new villains like that. Or they could be regular characters and not real people. When Pomni first got to the circus, Jax immediately questioned Kane about whether she was a human or an NPS, as if Kane had previously added similar characters who theoretically resemble humans but were actually created by Kane. As I suggested earlier, the 2 characters from this teaser, namely the spherical blue character and the animal-like character, could be new challenges from Kane, but the others that look like princesses could be a detail of the quests and not a threat to the characters. If we go back to the teaser about Pomni's room, the question arises, why did the developers show us her room in the first place? What's the big deal about it, and how does it even relate to the series? I just said that it might be connected to the second episode because of the fact that Pomni will be the main character again. But what secrets are hidden in her? If you compare it to Kaufmo's room, it looks much smaller from the outside. It doesn't hold many items. In the first teaser with Pomni sleeping, we were shown 50% of the room, but why wasn't it shown in its entirety? I think it has something to do with the Wacky Watch website update, because the sleeping Pomni can't be there all the time, and before the release of the second episode, the website will be updated and a new teaser will be inserted there. And since the developers have introduced us to Pomni's room on all social media, it's likely that the Wacky Watch site will be updated very soon. Personally, I think that the second episode or the trailer will be released by the end of February, that is in the next 2 weeks, as the announcement should be very soon. Although on the other hand, it is not clear to me until the end. After all, we sometimes do not understand the developers ourselves to the end. And only after a few new teasers, I realized that most likely the developers under new characters meant new NPCs. And what exactly they mean about the announcement of the second episode in the beginning of 2024 is not quite clear to me either, because it can be either a month or half a year, or something in between. But I think the episode will come out either in early spring or now in February, because we're getting too many new teasers and leaks of the second episode. And as I said before, the developers need to prepare us for the release of the new episode in order to get the maximum efficiency in view, because that's how the writers will understand in what direction to move forward. By the way, maybe Glitch made the last teaser. because in fact they showed us everything that can be connected with the second episode, because there are new characters, maximum hints about what the second episode will be about too. What else can be released then? After all, they cannot tell us now information about the whole episode, because so it becomes not interesting. And besides, what the developers will publish later, if they tell us now most of the information. The only thing that glitches can publish now is fan information, but it can also have a negative impact on the audience. And besides, if Glitch start publishing untruths, the audience may distrust the developers, which can also have a bad effect on the promotion of the series. Okay, Gooseworks is a creative person, and she can share any information with us. And besides, she has stated that sometimes she can just joke around with us. I'm sure that everything Glitch publishes is true, and will still have something to do with the future of the series, so I'm comfortable trusting them. But what if we take the information that only one episode will really be dedicated to each character? Then what was the Pomni room shown to us for? Perhaps it is some kind of promotional teaser for fans, because many people associate the digital circus with Pomni, and she is also one of the most popular characters. I don't think Pomni's room will be anything too special, and even assuming that she will be in there thinking about getting out and deciding how to escape, Kane will most likely find out about it. After all, as we know, he has thousands of eyes all over the digital circus, and in Pomni's room too, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to watch her through the Wacky Watch website, because Kane tracks characters through his watch, and if Pomni started working out her plan, it would be revealed right away. It should not be forgotten that Kane is a dangerous character who completely denies a way out and says there is none. And anyone who tries to escape will either be punished by Kane, or Kane will do anything to prevent the character from escaping and drive him crazy. And I think Kaufmo is an example here, because it was his drawing on the wall that made us recognize Kane's dark side. And I still think he is the god of the circus, and the most dangerous and scary enemy of the characters. Although we can accept the fact that there is something secret hidden in Pomni's room, or something that could scare Kane away in the end. I think we'll find out either in the second episode, or we'll find out throughout the series. While there's nothing unusual about it at first glance, I think it's meant to be invisible so that Kane doesn't discover it. What do you think about the release of the second episode of the amazing digital circus? Did you find anything strange or unusual about the Pomni room and what the developers showed it to us for? Be sure to post your opinions and theories in the comments. I'll be sure to read them. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Good luck to everyone, and bye-bye.